Perhaps there are none more lazy or more truly ignorant than your everlasting readers. Flinch not, neither give up nor despair, if the achieving of every act in accordance with right principle is not always continuous with thee. The universal order and the personal order are nothing but different expressions and manifestations of a common underlying principle. If any man can convince me and bring home to me that which I do not think or act aright, gladly will I change, for I search after truth, by which man never yet was harmed, but he is harmed who abideth on still in his deception and ignorance. The soul is dyed by the thoughts, dye it then, with a continuous series of such thoughts as these, that where a man can live, there, if he will, he can also live well. Pray look upon the plants and birds, the ants, spiders, and bees, and you will see them all exerting their nature, and busy in their station. Pray, shall not a man act like a man? Deem not life a thing of consequence, for look at the yawning void of the future, and at that other limitless space, the past. Direct thy attention to what is said, let thy understanding enter into the things that are doing, and the things which do them. Do not think that what is hard for you to master is humanly impossible, but if a thing is humanly possible, consider it to be within your reach. Loss is nothing else but change, and change is nature's delight. I'm going to be meeting with people today who talk too much, people who are selfish, egotistical, ungrateful, but I won't be surprised or disturbed, for I can't imagine a world without such people. For it is in your power to retire into yourself whenever you choose. It's time you realized that you have something in you more powerful and miraculous than the things that affect you and make you dance like a puppet. Death and life, success and failure, pain and pleasure, wealth and poverty, all these happen to good and bad alike, and they are neither noble nor shameful, and hence neither good nor bad. Do not act as if you were going to live 10,000 years. Death hangs over you while you live. While it is in your power, be good. To the wise, life is a problem. To the fool, a solution. Discard everything except these few truths. We can live only in the present moment, in this brief now. All the rest of our life is dead and buried or shrouded in uncertainty. Short is the life we'll lead, and small our patch of earth. Your task is to stand straight, not to be held straight. In the morning when thou risest unwillingly, let this thought be present: I am rising to the work of a human being. Why then am I dissatisfied, if I am going to do the things for which I exist and for which I was brought into the world? When force of circumstance upsets your equanimity, lose no time in recovering your self-control, and do not remain out of tune longer than you can help. Habitual recurrence to the harmony will increase your mastery of it. The art of living is more like wrestling than dancing. The blazing fire makes flames and brightness out of everything thrown into it. Look well into thyself. There is a source of strength, which will always spring up if thou wilt always look. It is in your power to withdraw yourself whenever you desire. Perfect tranquility within consists in the good ordering of the mind, the realm of your own. To refrain from imitation is the best revenge. Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. What we do now echoes in eternity. When you arise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive, to think, to enjoy, to love. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Death smiles at us all. All a man can do is smile back. Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. Our life is what our thoughts make it. It is not death that a man should fear, but he should fear never beginning to live. Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking. If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. A man's worth is no greater than the worth of his ambitions. Never let the future disturb you. You will meet it, if you have to, with the same weapons of reason which today arm you against the present. Dwell on the beauty of life, watch the stars, and see yourself running with them. The object of life is not to be on the side of the majority, but to escape finding oneself in the ranks of the insane. Reject your sense of injury, and the injury itself disappears. Be tolerant with others and strict with yourself. Receive without conceit, release without struggle. Confine yourself to the present. If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it, and this you have the power to revoke at any moment. Most of what we say and do is not essential. If you can eliminate it, you have more time and more tranquility, Ask yourself at every moment, is this necessary? It is the responsibility of leadership to work intelligently with what is given, and not waste time fantasizing about a world of flawless people and perfect choices. Accept the things to which fate binds you, and love the people with whom fate brings you together, but do so with all your heart. It never ceases to amaze me. We all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinions than our own. Objective judgment now, at this very moment. Unselfish action now, at this very moment. Willing acceptance now, at this very moment, of all external events. That's all you need. You always own the option of having no opinion. There is never any need to get worked up or to trouble your soul about things you can't control. These things are not asking to be judged by you. Leave them alone. Life is neither good or evil, but only a place for good and evil. Whenever you are about to find fault with someone, ask yourself the following question: what fault of mine most nearly resembles the one I am about to criticize? He who lives in harmony with himself lives in harmony with the universe. Choose not to be harmed, and you won't feel harmed. Don't feel harmed, and you haven't been. Do not act as if you had 1,000 years to live. If someone can prove me wrong and show me my mistake in any thought or action, I shall gladly change. I seek the truth, which never harmed anyone. The harm is to persist in one's own self-deception and ignorance. Each day provides its own gifts. The memory of everything is very soon overwhelmed in time. What doesn't transmit light creates its own darkness. Think of what you have rather than of what you lack. Of the things you have, select the best, and then reflect how eagerly you would have sought them if you did not have them. No one was ever injured by the truth, but he who persists in self-deception and ignorance is injured. Regain your senses, call yourself back, and once again wake up. Now that you realize that only dreams were troubling you, view this reality as you view your dreams. He who pays no attention to what his neighbor does, says, or thinks, preferring to concentrate on making his own actions appropriate and justifiable, better uses his time. Find joy in simplicity, self-respect, and indifference to what lies between virtue and vice. Love the human race, follow the divine. Be content to seem what you really are. We are born for cooperation. Time is a sort of river of passing events, and strong is its current. No sooner is a thing brought to sight than it is swept by, and another takes its place, and this too will be swept away.